first game, Celtics finally beat the freaking Knicks 115-193. The Celtics win it. They take a they add a game, so now it's 2-1. New York is winning, man. It was kind of the same thing. You're kind of wondering though if the Knicks were going to come back and win them. They were up at times like 25, 30 points, so it's a little bit different. I thought the lead was a little bit larger. I thought in game one and two it was more like 20 points. Tonight I got up at times to 25, 28. So I told my father, it's like, it is a bigger lead. It's going to be harder. I don't know. The Knicks also, they kind of struggle, right? In the Detroit series, when at home, I think they played three games, only won one out of the three. So maybe they're not. And the Celtics are actually a better road team than they are a home team. So who knows? The Eastern Conference is so weird right now. So far, all of the road teams have won. It's so crazy, man. But let's look at the damn stats. Jason Tatum, 23 points, still not that, 22 points, still not that impressive, man, whatever. Jalen Brown, 19, Horford, 15, Derek White, 17, Pritchard gave him 23 off the bench. Yeah, man, I mean, it's not too impressive. Like I said, Tatum and Jalen Brown not really laying it up too much, if you ask me, with 22 and 19. But at least they won, man. They got an effort from everybody. They got about five guys with double digits. And it was kind of weird that the guy that led the way for the Celtics in scoring today was Peyton Pritchard. Kind of weird how that works. But yeah, man, for the Knicks, man, Josh Hart had 10. Jalen Brunson had 27. Karl Towns had 21 and 15. Karl Towns is really playing good basketball, man. He is right now. 21 and 15 for Karl Towns. 27 for Jalen Brunson. Micah Bridges, 12 points. But outside of that, really nobody played that good. It was basically Karl Towns and Jalen Brunson that did most of the work tonight. Nobody else played that good. But yeah, Jalen Brunson with 27 and Karl Towns with 21 and 15. Everybody else kind of stuck up the joint tonight on the Knicks side, man. But yeah, man, I don't know. It's weird how in the East, like, all the road teams are winning. It's so weird. At least in the Cleveland one, it's like, well, the freaking the Cavaliers were missing players, right? Now they got them healthy, so it makes a little bit more sense. But the Celtics and Knicks is kind of weird how in all three games the road team has won. But we'll see what happens. Let's talk about the other game. Minnesota wins 103-97 versus the Golden State Warriors take a 2-1 lead. I feel like the Warriors, man, it's really hard to play their offense. Their offense is so built around Steph Curry and shooting the threes and all the moving without the basketball with the screens and the pick and rolls. I tell my father, I'm like, Jimmy, I feel like he doesn't feel comfortable. It's almost like, having an offense designed for like a Kyler Murray, and then he gets hurt and you have to put in Joe Flacco. You really have to change a lot of stuff in the offense. This is like not the Miami offense, right, where Jimmy can go ISO and attack the rim. Jimmy's more like a mid-range attacking the rim. He's not really that much of a three-pointer. So I don't think he kind of feels comfortable running the offense by himself. He likes to like be the Robin and have Curry be the Batman, man. But yeah, man, let's look at the stats, man. Julius Randle's playing really good basketball, man. That kid has really here in the playoffs, man. I think it's worked so well, man. Both Karl Towns playing really, I think, for the Knicks and Julius Randle for the Timberwolves, man. Julius Randle 24 and 10, man. Really played good. No, he had a triple double. That's another thing with Julius Randle. He's even pounding up the assist. 24, 10, and 12 for Julius Randle, triple double. He had a hell of a game, man. Jaden McDaniels, 15 points. Anthony Edwards, 36. He got his head out of his ass finally. But yeah, man, Julius Randle's really playing good, man. He's doing a little bit of everything in this series, man. It's Julius Randle, man. 24, 10, and 15, 12 for Julius Randle. And 30, maybe Anthony Edwards can finally snap out of this funk he's been in. Obviously seems 100% after spraining his ankle on Thursday's game. But yeah, man, great game for him. And Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle led the way, man. And then for the Warriors, man, Jimmy Butler, 33. But he played better today. I think he only had like 15, 17, somewhere around there in game. And the other game on Thursday, he seemed more comfortable today, 33. But the problem is, like, see, now you're getting Kuminga involved. Like, why can't Kuminga play this way when Curry is playing, right? It's so weird how Kuminga, I don't know. He's actually playing better, and I think he had 18 on Thursday. Tonight he had 30. Buddy Hield 14. That was basically about it. The only, he got, he had help. I think the Warriors had a chance to win this game. I really did. Um, because Jimmy went out for 33. And then, like I said, Buddy Hield and Kuminga chipped in nicely with Buddy Hield 14 and then Kuminga 30. I feel like that was more. I know the other players didn't even play that good. It was basically three players. Same thing for the for Minnesota, right? It was basically Anthony Edwards, Julius Randle, and Jaden McDaniels. But yeah, just Minnesota made a little bit few more plays, and they won the game. But I felt tonight the Warriors had a chance to win the game. I think the big key for the Warriors going forward is whatever, if Curry plays or not, they got to keep Jonathan Kuminga like this. His confidence is finally showing. He's starting to show some production. Like I said, 18 on Thursday, tonight 30. You got to keep Kuminga right here, man. He played about 35 minutes tonight. You got to find a way to keep Kuminga minutes, man. Like for me, you like some of these minutes you're giving like a guy like Brendan Pasinski, you might have to start making sure that you give maybe more of those minutes to Kuminga because he's been playing really good these last few games, man. It's just so frustrating how it took until Curry. I mean, I don't know if maybe mentality, he brings another mentality. I need to play good tonight because, they need me. I don't know what it is, but he's seen a lot better these last few games without Curry in the lineup has Jonathan Kuminga, man. If he could play like this and they can get Curry healthy, along with Jimmy because there's right there you got Curry and Jimmy, they can lead Batman and Robin, and then you can get these two role players like Buddy Hield and Kuminga. You got something, man. You would finally have something, man. Draymond Green got thrown out of this game, or I think he had too many fouls, so he got thrown out. So pendejo face for Draymond Green. But yeah, man, I think that's the only positive thing about the Warriors these last few games, even though the moral W's, you don't really want moral W's, but it is that you're starting to get some production out of Jonathan Kuminga, man. But that's basically it, ladies and gentlemen. That is basically it. I think the Warriors still have a chance if they can get Carey back. I think they do. It just sucks that, yeah, they got their players playing good, but also, I mean, Minnesota, Anthony Edwards might have snapped out of it tonight. Julius Randle has been playing good in this series. So it's like, damn, I think Minnesota would be too stupid, right, to not try to go for like the classy gentleman sweep here. I know it's easier said than done, but I think if you're Minnesota, you gotta go try to go for that gentleman sweep and see if you can close them out in 5 games. And then maybe Curry cannot come back into the series, right? So that's the thing. If you're Minnesota, you got to go for that. That's the thing you got to go for. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I think that's what Minnesota has to try to figure out a way to close this thing out in 5 and see if before Curry gets back healthy, because they're struggling, kind of beating them right now. And if you get Curry back, and then you got Kuminga and Buddy Hield playing good along with Jimmy, you could be in trouble for Minnesota. So Minnesota, to me, they need to find a way to close this puppy out in 5 in some gentleman type sweep on some fucking really classy 5-star waitress type shit, a gentleman sweep before Curry gets back healthy. Otherwise, the Timberwolves could be in trouble, ladies and gentlemen. But it is what it is, man. These playoff games are fun. The first game was kind of a butt whooping. But last night was really fun with the Thunder and the Nuggets. Tonight with the Timberwolves and the Warriors. It was really fun to watch these basketball games. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Indiana versus Cleveland and Denver versus Oklahoma. We'll see what the hell these games bring tomorrow night, man. I'm excited. But ladies and gentlemen, I will be back tomorrow on a damn Sunday. I will be back tomorrow. Holla at your boy. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow I'm back. I'm back and I'm better than ever, man. I'm tired of eating pork and beans. Man, my stomach hurts. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I will be back tomorrow for the full stream. And yeah, man. All right, I'm trying to make this fucking 10. I heard you have to make your video last 10 minutes. I don't even know why it is, though, but I don't think I'm going to make it. I have to go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night, everybody.